The Home Secretary made a surprise visit this morning on the interview rounds. Suella Braverman has made a rare appearance touring the studios trying to defend the indefensible, the government's new plan, which is pretty much the same as the old plan, trying to stop the boats coming across the channel. And it didn't go too well for her. But this is just a desperate last-ditch attempt at having something to fight an election on, and it doesn't actually solve the problem. I mean, if you look at every sector, they've broken it, from education to the economy to healthcare. They've got nothing left, and this is the only thing now they can kick down the road to say, oh look, we've got a plan. But if you actually look at this chart, they've broken this too. Since taking back control, we've had more people crossing that channel. So instead of trying to demonise the victims of people smugglers, they should be going after the people smugglers themselves, which actually means doing some work, which they won't want to do. It's far easier just to kick the can down the road and pretend you're actually trying to do something, when in fact you're actually making it worse. But that's enough of me waffling. Here is Suella Braverman having a bad day.
As a barrister, are you completely comfortable with breaking the law?
We're not breaking the law, Kay. We are very confident that our measures that we've announced yesterday are in compliance with our international law obligations.
Amnesty International say the rights of migrants, refugees and asylum seekers are protected by international law regardless of how and why they arrive in a country. They have the same rights as everyone else, plus special or specific protections. As a barrister, you're condoning breaking the law, according to Amnesty International.
We're not breaking the law, and no government representative has said that we're breaking the law. Put in an application through the legal mechanisms that we have offered them.
They're not breaking the law. The Universal Declaration of Human Rights, you just quoted that, it states that everyone has the right to seek and enjoy asylum from persecution in other countries. That's what they're doing.
Well, we have a very generous regime of supporting people coming here lawfully for humanitarian protection, whether it's the 150,000 Ukrainians, whether it's the 100,000 people from Hong Kong, Afghanistan, Syria. In many instances, we accept people who have come here lawfully for those very purposes that you've just referred to. What we can't go on accepting is people breaking our laws, jumping the queue. I'm afraid you're wrong. They are coming here unlawfully because they don't have a legal basis to be here. We're going to be changing the law to ensure that they don't make the journey in the first place.
You have talked about stretching the absolute boundaries, haven't you, of what is and isn't legal. That's like being a bit pregnant. You're either breaking the law or you're not. According to all of the research that we have done, people who get on a small boat to ride to the UK are not breaking the law. It's those that smuggle them here that are breaking the law. What are you doing about them?
Well, on that last point, we can definitely agree. I won't repeat the first point. The people smuggling gangs are a root cause of this problem. Must be broken. Well, we are doing extensive work with the National Crime Agency to smash these gangs.
So when will they be sent to Rwanda?
We will be going into an appeal hearing in April relating to the Rwanda scheme. We will then await a judgment from the Court of Appeal. You'd have to ask the judiciary as to when the timetable would be, but we will respect any timetable set by the courts.
How much will it cost per removal?
Well, we have paid a sum. I'm very proud.
45,000 in boat crossings in the past year. You say there are 100 million people displaced around the world and likely billions more eager to come here if possible. On what planet is that likely, and how is that not inflammatory language? Good morning.
There are potentially 100 million people around the world who are currently displaced. That's an estimate provided for by the UN.
So there are 100 million displaced people worldwide. That is true. Only a quarter of them have left their own country. So even the 100 million figure doesn't hold up, let alone the billions that you have flagged in the Daily Mail this morning.
I think we can look at, we can argue about the numbers of the millions of people around the world who would like to come in the United Kingdom.
It's not an argument. Only 26 million have even left their own country. And
what we're dealing with
45,000
here
were in boats coming over to the UK.
Yes,
So
and
yes,
that is
what we're
a very
dealing with
high
here
number.
is tens of thousands, isn't it?
What we're dealing with is an unsustainably high number
It's in the
on any
tens of
count
thousands.
of people coming here illegally, not just in the last year, but actually over the last few years. Since 2018, 85,000 people came here.
Suggesting yesterday that 100 million people were coming to the UK.
I see my role as being honest.
I must admit she has got a little bit better in her interviews, but to see her really fail, then you need to watch her trying to wheedle out of explaining the ERG, and the video's on screen now. Don't forget to hit that like button or the join button for memberships. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.